Well, we are just getting underway here today. It is Sunday, September 24th. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get done on this farm here tonight or not. We have had some problems this week, so we're just getting the knife sharpened here now. And we're gonna start with the day here. We did get some drizzle and rain here this morning. I wasn't sure what that was gonna turn into. So the boys are bringing over 2 dump wagons. So we'll get this finished up here. The head is in the field that I was in last night. I just took the head off in the field rather than running down the road with it. It's a pain in the butt to see when it's dark when the head is on. So let's get this fuel hose rolled up when it's done and we'll get rolled out of here. The field that we are in now is the field that they had the wooden road going across. I wasn't quite sure what they were doing in that field with the power lines, but now that we have chopped some of that field, I can see down in farther. I did have the drone up here in the last video, which you guys probably seen that. I haven't edited that video yet, so I haven't really seen it on a larger screen. But it looks as though there are a couple of structures down in towards the swamp that have been possibly replaced. Well, we are going right up through where they had this wooden road laid in this field here. And we kind of wanted to experience what everybody else has been dealing with as far as mud and whatever goes. So we broke out the dump wagons just to kind of test them out a little bit here. As you can see, we really don't need them. However, I thought it was going to be raining right now. It is just sprinkling a little bit, and it is more or less stopped doing the whole rain thing. So we've got both dump wagons in here, and this is where they had the wood. Put it on Sarah. Well, we've had some drivers switch some seats here. We just got done loading Davey. We were running 2 dump wagons today. We at least wanted to run one. Andrew wanted something to do. We kind of made the excuse up of having the dump wagon over here because we had a side hill in that one field. Then it was sprinkling a little bit. I thought we were going to get a couple of brisk showers, and I didn't want to see things get shut down just because we weren't able or weren't going to be able to move all that great. You can see Andrew's dumping a dump wagon load onto my father right now. Like I was saying, Davey just pulled away with the with truck 9. He parked his dump wagon and he jumped in that truck. He took another guy's spot. Now you'll also notice that we have the Western Star on the other black and red Moss trailer. I don't know if I talked about this earlier. If I did, I'm just going to be repeating myself. But at any rate, we had this Western Star on the Aulick trailer and the C5 on this one. However, yesterday afternoon, ended up twisting up the drive shaft on the C5. We don't know what happened. We think it was kind of injured to begin with because it was on the flat road where it happened. So I had 3 tractor trailers stop yesterday. Jared helped them get the C5 unhooked. He had to undo the U-bolts or undo the U-joint that had full rounds on it. So he had to get the U-joint puller, pull the U-joint on the drive shaft just so that they could move the truck out of the way. I'll put a picture of the drive shaft in here, kind of show you what that looks like, but that oblonged it. The drive shaft came off and it actually hit the cross member. I won't need it up here. put one on the front. Maybe there'll be another truck here while he's dumping that on you. So, at any rate,
the horsepower, what are they doing?
yeah, we're gonna go over there and chop that next. They gotta be just about done.
What do you say?
He didn't talk to anybody. He just drove by. There was quite a commotion still there.
Man, we could come out this way.
So, at any rate, the drive shaft come up and hit the cross member on the cab and they couldn't move it. Whatever. So they unhooked the drive shaft off the rear differential, pulled the truck out from underneath the trailer. Fitzy unhooked the outlet from this Western Star, hooked onto this one here. He yanked it home and he's been using it since last night. Andrew brought the 8360 down. It was like 7 or 8 miles away from home. Brought that down to where the C5 had the drive shaft problem, and they pulled the C5, just the road tractor, not the trailer, home with the 8360. And I had a guy send me a 30-foot long, 60,000 pound tow strap. They ended up using that tow strap on that truck. They said that was real nice and soft pulling. So we've got to send the drive shaft either to Fry or Fleet Pride. It's probably going to be Fry heavy duty to have them build us a new shaft. Going to need a new carrier bearing, and I'm not sure if they'll use the end yokes over again or not, but I'm hoping that they can get that back to us in a pretty good amount of time here, but it's all going to depend on how backed up they are. So, yeah, we'll keep on keeping on here. We're going to let this guy go. You got enough on. He didn't hear me. These little,
My bad, I didn't hear you.
these little walkie-talkie radios are a little hard to hear on, especially if the guy's got his window down. We have bought some hardwired radios. We're going to get them in everything after a while here, but we need about 25 radios all together. So that is going to be a costly adventure. We have, I've got this hardwired unit in the chopper here. This is a Midland MXT 575. Jared's got a 500 in his truck. And we've got 12 walkie-talkies now that we're using in the trucks. They can't hear all that well on them, but they've got a decent amount of range. We did get, we were able to get reception from this farm all the way back to home base with these better antennas. We ended up putting a 6 dB antenna on the chopper, and we put a 6 dB antenna on Jared's truck. And we can hear each other from 18 miles away, and at some points along the way, the walkie-talkies, the guys that have the walkie-talkies can hear us, but they can't transmit to us from that distance. This radio that I have is a 50 watt. Jared's got a 50 watt, and them little walkie-talkies are only 5 watt. So we're going to put 40 and 50 watt units in most of everything else, and we're probably going to go with a couple of the 15 watt radios in a couple of the select tractors that aren't going to be transmitting from that far away. Like, for example, tractors that the girls use on the Terra-Disc, they'll probably be able to get away with. The little 15-watt radios and like the bump packing tractors, which are usually on spreaders as well. The guys on the spreaders, well, I shouldn't say they don't need to hear everybody from all the way back to the farm, but it would be handy to be able to radio to somebody back or near the farm if you need something. So we're gonna keep on keeping on. I've got Jared just about loaded, or Andrew just about loaded. He's going to dump that on the front of the trailer that my father's pulling. And we got Garrett coming in on deck here with truck number 8. So this field, you'll probably recognize that, hey Andy, you started that the other day. Well, yeah, we did. We started in this field, started chopping around the outside here, and we got a good majority of it done, or around the outside anyways, at the far end. And then once we got towards the middle of the field here, the moisture started jumping on us, so we pulled out of here, chopped off a few of the other ones, and now we are back to this one. It dropped about 3 points since when we were in here last. Well, we got Andrew dumping onto my father's trailer, right up front. It looks like it wants to sprinkle again. Well, we are now into Monday, and I'm not sure if I explained what happened to this Western Star here the other day. I lose track of what I videoed and what I haven't and whatever, so I might be repeating myself, but I'm not sure if I even showed you. We might have talked about it, but I don't think I showed you what happened to it. Tim was on his way back to the farm with a load on it. This was on Friday. And he was on Slate Hill Road for the local people that watch what we do here. He was on Slate Hill Road, headed back to the farm. I just hit the wrong button on the head and put it up. But at any rate, a van was coming at him, had something hanging off of the roof rack. Before he could realize what was going to happen, he got hit. He didn't know what had hit him until after he got pulled over. But it ended up breaking the mirror on this Western Star, shattered the glass out of the mirror, and it also ended up breaking the back window in the truck, shattered it. The window's still in there, however, it shattered it. The heat shield on the exhaust pipe on this side got dented as well, and the mirror bracket coming up off the top of the door down to the mirror is broken. So he called me, he says, hey, I got hit. Don't know by what. I said, well, did the vehicle stop? No, the vehicle did not stop. Again, it was a white van with a goofy ladder rack on it of some kind. He called the authorities, they came, they went back down the road a ways where he had gotten hit, and they discovered that there was a 14-foot long 2x4 laying off the side of the road. So he picked that up, put that on the shoulder of the road, and sometime later somebody came, picked it up. Probably the person that it belonged to. So we've probably got a couple $1,000 damage. It sounds like it's an exaggerated number, but in today's cost of things, there's probably $2,000 worth of damage to that truck. Mirror brackets, rear window. The mirror that was on there, it's just got a cheap Napa replacement mirror on there now. But the mirror that was on there was a, you could see his muffler heat shield has got a dent in it just down below the grab handle there. And he had gotten glass in his face. He would have had glass in his eyes. However, the glasses that he was wearing, I don't know if he had his prescription glasses on or if he had on sunglasses, but at any rate, there was glass from the mirror in his glasses. So at any rate, yes, it sounds like an exaggerated number, but the heat shield, we can straighten it. But if we had done damage to somebody else's truck like that, they would want a whole new one, and them heat shields are $400, $500, $600. The mirror that was on there was a heated mirror with a turn signal. I think it had a turn signal light on it. Maybe it was just a marker light, but those are expensive as well. Along with the cuts and scratches that Tim has got in his arm, face, neck, and the amount of time that he sat on the side of the road. Now, we hire trucks from time to time, and, you know, renting a guy's truck or hiring a guy to haul feed, that costs a lot of money for a day's worth or an hour's worth of labor. So, I guess with that story being told, and we're just kind of doing the same thing here, that is going to be it for today's video. This is the last little bit of, come back some. This is the last little bit of corn that we have to chop on this farm. And then we're going to be moving closer to home. Come back some. And he's just about loaded here. But yeah, so that is gonna do it for this one, and we will catch you guys at the next video. I'll drop some pictures in here to show you what the mirror looked like and what the heat shield looks like on this truck as well. So take it easy, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you at the next one.